Hello, everybody. Daniela here, and welcome to the Spa Marketing Made Easy podcast. I am so excited to share this training with you today because it is just something that's been on my mind a lot, and that is ecom. So as I'm talking with our Growth Factor members, as I am kind of hearing their questions each and every week, something that's really coming up for me for 2024 is profit. Like profit is my through line. Profit is the thing you guys will hear me talking about so much more than you'll hear me talking about revenue. And when we're looking at increasing profit in brick and mortars, we're looking at increasing that revenue per hour. We're looking at how can we capitalize, because we have these spaces, we have these rooms that if they're not being used, they're not making money. So we're going to be focusing again on getting treatments in there, et cetera. But what are the other ways that we can be generating revenue for our location, for our spas? And ecom is something that spas just have such an advantage. We are set up in a way to knock it out of the park with ecom. Not only do we have licensed skincare professionals that understand the skin in such a deep way, can educate on the skin, that are super passionate about the skin. We already are carrying these products for our clients and patients. And we are just set up to win. So it seems silly to me that that everybody does not have an ecom component in their business. So I want to walk you through the softwares to use, the marketing strategies to use that will help you hit 100K in revenue or more in 2024, just through ecom. Okay. So it's really, really easy to do that when you break down the numbers. So let's talk about the softwares that you need. So you know that we are big fans of Mango Mint over here at Addo Aesthetics. Mango Mint has an integration with Shopify, and Shopify is hands down the best ecom software. I have friends that are well into the 8 figures with their ecom businesses, and they hands down say Shopify is where it's at. We're actually Gamal Kodner we're flying him in for our event this weekend, as I'm filming this, but by the time this actually airs, it'll probably already be happening or be happening that day. Anyway, Gamal, he's been on the podcast before. He is a certified Shopify expert. He had an ecom biz that he got from 0 to 60,000 in recurring revenue, selling a beard oil within 3 months. I mean, that's amazing. But hands down, Shopify is the name of the game. Klaviyo is the email software that integrates with Shopify. And then Pirate Ship. I love Pirate Ship, but there are also shipping options inside of Shopify that can make it super easy to ship and get your products sent out in a timely fashion. All right. So if I say to you, can you sell 100,000 in ecom in product in 2024? Most of you are probably like, I don't know, that seems like a lot of work and that's a lot of revenue. And, all of the doubts and the fears start kind of pouring in. But if I said to you, could you sell $274 per day or 2 to 3 products per day? Then, hey, that might be a challenge, but I think I can do it. Right. So, and that's what it is, guys. That's what it is. $274 per day will get you 100K in retail sales through your ecom site. Now let's look at who we're actually targeting. So I'm sure that so many of you have clients and patients that come in either quarterly or just coming in for a peel series. They're not those clients that we love them, we adore them, but they're not the ones that are coming in every single month. But maybe they still want to buy product from you. They still want to use quality products and care for their skin, but it's just not easy for them to have to stop into the practice to pick them up. It's a lot easier to order it online, right? Well, allow them to order it online with you. Allow them to do subscriptions with you. Make the shipping easy and fast. These are things that we want to think about. How can we make it as convenient as possible for our clients and patients to do business with us? I even remember talking with a spa several years ago. This must have been, 7 or 8 years ago. But what she did, and I thought this was brilliant, was she actually hired a high school kid that would do, and she paid him, $10, $12 an hour, depending on whatever your minimum wage is. And every Friday, this kid would do deliveries within a 10-mile radius. So you could call and get same day delivery on your products. That's not going to cost you very much to pay that kid to do the delivery, but think about the convenience. I know here I live in the DC area and we have an Amazon headquarters here, and they do same day shipping on a ton of products. And it's amazing to order something in the morning and have it there in the afternoon. It's super convenient, even more so than me getting in my car to drive to the CVS or to wherever and get it. I get it delivered to me with a push of a button. So how can we provide that level of service for our clients and our patients? Well, we have the ability to do that via Shopify, via these services that are really, or these softwares that are really making those barriers to entry so much easier. Okay. So we want to first make it possible and make sure that we are communicating clearly with our clients and patients on a regular and consistent basis that we have e-com available, that we can get their products shipped to them, that we can get them on subscription, whatever is going to make it as easy and convenient for them as possible. The next thing that I want you to think about is how can you, oftentimes when we are working on our social media, we'll be talking about our products. We'll have our estheticians do, talk about their favorite product of the month or their favorite product, just picking something out and why they love it. Imagine having a link to that shop button, a link directly to your e-com, and just even doing a simple boost, not even a really targeted ad, but a simple boost to help you make sales on that product. You can have the link to your e-com store in bio. You can say DM us for more information, and you can make product sales in the DMs. There is so much that you can do already as a trusted authority on skincare to increase those products and get an extra $274 a day. Something we saw a lot in COVID was virtual consultations. And that's another piece that you have above the competition of these other stores that are maybe doing product sales on a larger scale. You can do virtual consultations, create a customized home care regimen. And especially if you're really focusing on this in a 10-mile radius of your spa, you can offer, if you have an imaging device like the Image imaging device, take their pictures, send them their products, and then have them come back in 6 weeks to take their pictures. You're really combining the convenience of online and then showing them the results and really giving them measurable results. Plus, people want to do business with local businesses. They want to support small business, I think now more than ever. So for you as a small business, locally owned business, take advantage of that. Okay. So again, this weekend, we are hosting a Spa CEO Intensive. This is just for our Growth Factor members. The event is entirely focused around e-com. We are super excited about that. I know I'm going to have a ton of takeaways after our training with Gamal and after, hearing what the CEOs in our group are doing to generate revenue with e-com. But as we're moving into 2024, as we're planning for 2024, as we're looking at the revenue that we're wanting to hit, how can we be smarter about that? How can we automate different pieces, with our e-com, with our sales process? How can we look at what we already have in place and expand upon that to create multiple streams of revenue coming into our practices? I really want to plant that seed. I really want to drop that, get you thinking about that. And if this is not the year for you, that's okay. Put it on the shelf and revisit it the following year. But it is something that I believe that every single spa should be capitalizing on. And if you're not, you are leaving money on the table. If you're interested in learning more about Growth Factor, I want you just to click the button below this video, request to have a call with us. We had a lot of people who every time they see our events, I had one gal that hopped on a call and she was like, I'm not really interested in your program. I just want to go to your event. I was like, okay, well, how about you can buy a ticket to the event that's the same price of our coaching program. And as a bonus, you'll get all of these wonderful resources and coaching calls and trainings for free. I'm joking, but that is a benefit. Part of the ways that we facilitate community inside of Growth Factor, we really have a unique process where we have the video trainings that, again, we try and make as short as possible because no one has time to watch videos all day, every day. We have live coaching calls every day of the week. We have done for you resources, and we really focus on facilitating community within our Facebook group, but then also at these in-person events that happen twice a year. Watch us on our stories. Again, I think when this airs, we'll actually be in the event. So make sure that you're following us, looking at those stories. And if you want to learn more about how you can be at our next event, which is going to be in April in Sedona, 2024, reach out to us, book a call, learn more about what it is that we do and how we can help and support you. And I also wanted to share that we do have, we've got some great strategic partners that we are deepening our relationships with. Mango Mint is one of those incredible partners. And they, you guys have probably heard me talk about Mango Mint till I would been blue in the face. I'm going to continue to talk about them because we just have the most positive feedback from every single one of our spa CEOs in our programs that switch over. The onboarding process, the ease of use, the ability that you don't have to make your own account to book an appointment. How amazing is that? There's so many great things. They're HIPAA compliant. I was just at Mango Meet last month and which is their kind of internal team event. And I got to hear a lot about the new features that are going to be released in 2024. And oh my gosh, guys, amazing. So anyway, they are doing an offer for our Addo Aesthetics community where you get your first month for free. So if you reach out to Mango Mint, you let them know that you're from the Addo community, the Addo Aesthetics community, you let them know you heard about it on the podcast, they are going to give you your first month of Mango Mint for free. So be sure to check that out. All right, friends, thank you for listening. Follow us on stories, and I really hope to see you at our next event.